Hello, this is Dr. Grant, wishing you all a wonderful day. And my topic for today will be known as Candidus albicans, also known as yeast infection. Mostly women get yeast infections. It's actually, a fungus overgrowth that is caused by an imbalance in the body. Most females will probably say, now what does he know about women? I mean, why don't he just stick with the men? I mean, child, he can't tell me nothing about my body. Well, quiet as kept, 90% of the people that I help are females. And I've had no complaints. I can say about 80% of those females that I did see had a urinary tract infection, yeast infection. Some had kidney infection. Because sisters like to eat a lot of food with yeast, dairy. They love their macaroni and cheese, pastries, food high in gluten, and things that are not good for them that contributes to yeast infections. I'm going to quit saying yeast infections because it's known as Candida albicans. It's just been kind of like misstated as yeast infection. It's a fungus overgrowth, and it has all kinds of symptoms. I mean, if you get an imbalance in yeast overgrowth or fungus overgrowth, and this body out of balance, you could have anything from arthritis, depression, headaches, diarrhea, constipation, muscle aches, congestion, coughs, fever, depression. The list is long. And it's curable if you follow a proper regimen. Most females don't like to take pills. And most of them say, I forget, I can't remember to take them, and I'm going to have to come and see you again so that I can get it all written down and start all over again. There is no need to do that, because if you're not following the procedure for healing, then the yeast or fungus overgrowth is going to keep coming back. Okay? I don't like to, have to repeat the same thing to a person who writes things down and say they're going to do something and then they don't do them. That is where the problem is. And plus, they don't want to give a lot of the meat that, causes fungus overgrowth. Mushrooms cause it too. Dairy definitely causes it. Dairy also contributes to fibroid tumors, where a lot of my female clients have had. Some people really, especially some of the women that have been up in age, say 45 or higher, have been almost like they have a diet that's not even conducive to healing. I had one lady, she was a minister, and she was eating junk food. And she was wondering why she couldn't go out in the sun because her skin burned when she was out exposed to the sun. Not only did she have a urinary tract infection, she had stressed out kidney infection, urinary tract problems, and vaginitis. And these things, the junk food contributes to that. Your body's not going to heal when you're eating junk food. No, I'm just telling you like it is. If you're going to eat a diet that's high in sugar, bleach white flour, hydrogenated oil, salt, dairy, things of that nature, then just expect to be in the hospital having something removed surgically. And some prefer to do that, and that's their prerogative. Um, but I'm just trying to tell you that there is an easier way to do it. When I keep telling you to give up meat and all these type of things or cut down on it, I'm telling you for a reason, because your body will heal if it's properly treated. Most people don't know how to treat their body because they have been not trained properly. They carry the same eating traditions and patterns as their parents carry. And I'm not holding it against their parents, because a lot of parents didn't know any better either. My parents, they just fed us the best they could. And I found that we were healthy because we were too poor to afford a lot of meat. In fact, we were vegetarian before it became popular. And a lot of people make jokes about vegetarians who have a lot of bulk and a lot of meat on their bones and a lot of weight. But elephants are vegetarians. but the thing about that, I mean, there are muscle builders who are vegetarian or vegans. People have this misconception that if you eat only vegetables and whole grain and stay with a lot of raw, fresh, organic food, that you won't gain weight. And that's the biggest bunch of crock I ever heard. This is just because people don't know any better. And let me get back to the yeast thing. There are remedies for curing the yeast problem within women. Not only do women get it, but men get it too, and they come out of jock itch and all these type of things. But I'm going to focus on the women. Because I had been requested by one of my viewers to talk about this. I didn't give her enough information because it takes a lot to explain some of the remedies. But just let's basically say you're nutritionally deficient and your body has to get back in balance, and you have to take certain things to help to eliminate the infection, because it's an infection in your body that's spread through the blood and the lymph fluids. And you have to understand that, and it's spread throughout your body. It can spread to several parts, but mainly it occurs in the digestive and the genital tract. Okay, women who have experienced a lot of problems during copulation or sexual intimacy, they're experiencing the vaginitis that comes with the fungus overgrowth. Women who are pregnant that has a fungus overgrowth can pass it off to their child, and it comes out on their tongue as a form of milky white dots, or like red dots on the tongue. And if the baby has a red throat, that's a sign too. They call it thrush, I think. Yeah, thrush. And some people, women, that children have things like ringworms and all these other things. That's yeast infection passed on. And a lot of women, they have children like that. And they think it's natural. They listen to the doctors who tell them, "Oh, that'll go away. It's just, these things that occur when a newborn has, just a few problems. It's nothing to worry about," and anything like that. Do your best during your pregnancy to eat as healthy as possible, and that's why I be telling a lot of young ladies that you have to eat healthy. You can't be eating Cheetos and ice cream and peanut butter that's coming from a factory with all kind of substances added, emulsifiers and things of that nature. A lot of foods that have high gluten content, like barley, wheat, and these things are not good for you when you have a yeast infection. Mushrooms, you got to avoid them too. In fact, if you eat anything come out of package, read the label. You want to avoid gluten. That's important. Now, let me get to the remedies real quick because I don't have that much time. The remedies is you're going to have to take multivitamin that has most of the vitamins that you need. Now, that's caprylic acid, and you can start out gradually using that because it'll help eliminate some of the it'll help eliminate the yeast infection. You increase the dosage each week, and also when you eat, you have to have a digestive enzyme, which is not a proteolytic enzyme, but multi-enzyme. Health food stores can tell you about those. Most people have a problem absorbing the nutrients when they have yeast infection because of the digestive disturbance that's been caused by the fungus overgrowth. So you must have, at least 2 to 6 tablets with each meal of a multi-enzyme to help break down your food so your body can absorb it. You need the B complex vitamins as well. And if you want to get rid of the infection thoroughly, I would advise you to get some clove tea. Cloves is a very good parasite killer and a very good yeast. It actually helps remove a lot of fungus. Also, grapeseed oil, that is good. Paul de Arco, these are herbs that I'm talking about that will help. Uva ursi, now that's one of the best I have ever used, and 100% of my clients, they usually use it and have a good turnout. Well, actually, the results are good. But they stop using it, and what happens? The yeast infection come back because they go back to the same type of behavior they got in the yeast infection, or albic, what I call Candida albicans. You can look it up. But yeah, you got a lot of things that you have to do in order to get rid of. Now there are some women that when it's mild fungus overgrowth, they take a dish with saw palmetto. That helps. And chaparral, excellent herb. Chaparral is it does so many different things you wouldn't believe. It'll help most of your symptoms that you're going through. It's kind of hard to find, but I would advise if you're going to take it in, make a tea out of it, but do not be putting sugar in it. You got to avoid sugar. Don't put sugar in anything, in fact. It just feeds the cancer, feeds the growth, feeds everything that's causing infection. Shuts down your immune system. Okay? So you got to remember that. And as I mentioned earlier, a lot of females do not like to get out and exercise. You got to get out there and get that circulation going. I mean, you cannot sit back and watch your body deteriorate and think that you're going to heal just by taking a pill or drinking some tea. No, you got to get up, get some fresh air, get some sunlight. Don't eat no junk food, and the sun won't be burning your skin. Okay? Now, as far as the female who don't listen to a male who's a naturopathic doctor, then you can go to the regular doctor and just take the poisons that they give you, because the things they're giving females now are not. They may get rid of some of the symptoms, but the yeast and I should call it what it is. Candida albicans keep returning. Okay, so just kind of like do some research. The cure is out in many forms, but you got to get your dietary requirements down to where it is making your body heal, and that means cutting down the meat, if not cutting it out. I know people don't like to hear that, but meat is just contributing to so many diseases you wouldn't believe it. And I'm going to get off that because I've already concluded that topic. I'm going to give it a rest. But as far as Candida albicans, follow some of those methods I've told you about. And make sure you get all the multivitamins. Get natural vitamins. Get vitamins that are soy-free. Also get vitamins that are yeast-free. Get food that is gluten-free. And let me know if you have any questions. I mean, I know ladies don't like their business to be on any type of internet or any server, and I don't blame them. But if you have a generalized question that you're not afraid to ask, I'll be happy to answer it. As I have said before, I travel the country and go to a lot of workshops and speak in churches and things like that. Just contact me on Facebook or through my email. Send me a personal message, a private message, and I can give you a private consultation. But I'll be expecting everything for free because my utilities ain't free. And with that, I'm going to wish you a great day. And peace out.